Okay, today what I want to do is that I want to create this video to show you all how you can actually key in the customer's information and get the customer registered. Okay, first of all you got to do is just go into your own Ambit website, and this is how your Ambit website will look like. It's either your name, whatever your name is on your Ambit website. Now, this is the area where what you do is that you key in the zip code, which is 94112 in this case. And then what you do is that you click on the there's two customer type down here. It's either residential or commercial. Now if you want to key in, if it is a residential account, you just key in residential. If it is a commercial, key in commercial. How would you know whether is it residential or commercial? It's normally commercial is for business purposes, but 85% to 90% it will be residential. So after you've done that, just click in show me my rates. You'll come to this page where there's two particular rates down here, which is variable and fixed rates. Now, most of the time I'll choose the variable rate. What's the difference on this one is that the variable rates means that the rate changes every month, whereas for the fixed rate, it's the rate is fixed for the next 12 months. But either way, it's fine. But I normally choose variable rate. Even though in Ambit, even if you go for the fixed rate, you're not in a contract. So anyway, so that's fine. So click on variable rate. Okay, and then you'll be taken to this page. This is by default, it's always no. So key in customer type, in this case it's residential. Yeah, this window will pop up just to remind you or asking you but are you sure it's a residential or commercial account. Okay, just click OK, just continue. Now this is where you want to be extra cautious, because this is where you have to key in the PG&E service agreement ID. And now to some of them, this is where the mistake is made. Now in this particular case, what is required is the PG&E service agreement ID on page 4. Because we are talking about California, so we are only talking about gas, but it depends on which state you are in. So you have to look into your own utility bill, which is based on the state whereby you are in or where the customer is in. So you just want to make sure that it's done correctly. Okay, in this particular case, since it's PG&E, so what I'll do is I'll go ahead and key in the number of that service agreement ID number, which is 119-937-8010. Okay. Here's where I'll key in the name of that person. Sado. Now in this case, the name is a bit long, so what I'm just doing is that I'm just keying the whole name. Now, you want to be very cautious about this one too. Sometimes you may find that PG&E on your particular utility bill, sometimes the name are spelled wrongly. But you just want to follow the exact same name which is on the bill. Although if it is John, and they may put in something like Johnny, which is not really your name, but the real name on the bill is John. So you just want to follow exactly what is on the bill. Then you go key in your address. Okay, the city which is in this case it's San Francisco. Just click continue. Okay, this page just have another second look and then make sure it's right. If the information is right, just click my info is correct. Definitely you want to click this because you're above age 18. Click in the phone number. Now this is one section you would also want to get as many phone as possible, because what happens is that this is a phone number. If you don't have the mobile phone or work phone, what you can do is you can just key in the same phone number, although it's different. Otherwise it doesn't really matter, even though it's only one phone. Another thing you want to do is this, and this email address. Now, try as much as possible to get the email address of that particular person, because that's where you can actually communicate with that particular person, or Ambit will send information about Ambit and so on to that part, to that to your customer. Now, in the event, and I'll have to stress on this, in the event when there's no email address at all, because things like that happen, you can just key in this, just key in none at none.com, or none at none.com. Yep, that's another way how you can get around it. But again, I want to stress out is that always try to get their email address, because that's a better way how to get connected with the customer and so on. But although I fully understand that some of them do not even use an email. Okay, this particular part is only if you need another secondary account contact. This is where you have to just click it. Now, in most cases, you don't need to. The third-party verification is a case where the company will, not really the company, there'll be a separate company who will contact the customer, okay, to verify that the customer is actually the person, the right person to talk to, and that's the right person who has given the approval to actually get Ambit services. So yep, it depends on what kind of language you want to, so you can click in accordingly, English or Spanish. Okay, the billing address, this is another area whereby you may want to look into. Now, in most cases, the billing address and service address is always the same. Okay, but there are exceptions whereby billing address could be different from service address, and this is where you want to look into and then just change it. Okay, you also ask another second time about the rate whereby you want it to be, whether you want it to be on a 12-month fixed rate or the variable rate, like what you filled in on the first page. In this case, since I chose the variable rate, I'll be clicking on this one. Okay, the terms and conditions of the whole contract document, service agreement, and I'll just click this on, pretty standard, and I'll just click submit. Okay, now once you click submit, this is a number which is this number A4363465. So this is the number you want to keep it, and I'll show you in the next video, because the next video will be talking about how to verify that customer with a third-party verification. Okay, that's all.